Hi friends, welcome to Practice Notes. My name is Steven, and today I'll be discussing and offering practice solutions on developing a more resonant sounding tone, and can hopefully help people already struggling with a crunchy sounding tone. So there are several things that I like to keep in mind when I practice tone quality myself, one of them being what position my right hand is in, and I really like to sort of sink my right hand into the string, enough so that you can feel the vibrations of your instrument, but not overly exaggerated to the point where you can hear audible crunches in your sound, or cause the tone to sound pressed and forced. I also find that having a free and relaxed bow hand also helps in the process of creating a more resonant sounding tone, so that might be something you want to think about when you practice. It's important to note that bow speeds and bow pressures will vary depending on what pieces you play and what your preferences are, but your bow speed should always work in correlation with your bow pressure so you can figure out the personalized middle ground that best suits you and your instrument. Another thing I like to take into consideration when I practice is the motion of which my bow hits the string, and I like to make sure it's an arched motion rather than a linear motion, as this allows for more resonance throughout the tone overall. One way I like to practice this technique is with open strings, and I like to enforce these aspects of playing into my practice. So I think it's important to begin the note on the string and maintain a consistently slow tempo throughout the regimen, so you have enough time between each release of the bow to prepare for the following note. It will take some time to grow accustomed to these techniques, but eventually you'll get to experiment this technique with other practice methods like scales. So I like to play my scales with vibrato just because it allows my tone to consist of more depth, and it also imitates scenarios that I would be in when I play my repertoire during performances. However, doing what you prefer is quite important to your success. Keeping in mind of these ideas and keeping the vibrato as consistent as possible, I establish a regimen of 1 note per click, 2 notes per click, 3 notes per click, 4 notes per click, 8 notes per click, so on and so forth. These should not be played quickly by any means and should rather be practiced extremely slowly to maintain consistency throughout the regimen. I really hope you found this video helpful, and happy practicing.